Hi folks, this is a short video to show you how to set up a virtual classroom meeting with your students or colleagues. So you'll want to go to the villa.edu website, then you're going to go to D2L. Once you're in there, make sure to you click on these little squares up here to make all of your courses come up, and you want to go down to the course that you want to create the meeting for. So in my case, I'm going to create it for Junior Project 2. So I'll click on that course. And then within this menu up here, over to the right is a section called More. And you want to scroll down to Virtual Classroom. And this brings up the space that shows you what meetings are currently scheduled, what meetings are finished and recorded and uploaded. Right now, there aren't any for this class. But to make a new meeting, you go to this plus sign down to the right. It says Schedule Meeting. And you want to give it a name. So you might want to call it A&M 305 Kick-Off Meeting, which is pretty much the same as my other one. And then the meeting date is important. So punch in the date and click OK. And then put in the meeting time, unless if you're in a hurry and you just want to meet with someone now, you can click now, and then you can go straight to the meeting. But if I want my meeting to be on Tuesday at, let's see, noon, and make sure you check whether it's AM or PM. I've already made this mistake. And then click OK. And then you decide the max duration. I don't see why you wouldn't want to keep it at the longest in case the meeting goes extra long. And then I like to check automatically record meeting so that when the meeting is over, it will start compiling a video and it will put it in this recorded meeting section. Publish recorded meeting also means it will include with it some additional files, your slides, if you've uploaded a PowerPoint presentation, etc. If you need people to be in the meeting that aren't in your class, this is important to check Allow External Participants. And if you typically want to invite your whole class, check on Invite Entire Class. If not, you can pick individuals to invite. Then you want to hit Save. Well, I'm actually going to call this one Test so I don't confuse my students. I'm going to click Save. And then it will appear within your schedule of meetings. Now, let's say you've made a mistake. Oh, shoot, I need to edit this. You can actually come over to the test in the actions and click Edit. Because maybe you just want to, right now, you want to change the meeting to right this moment. And I'm going to do that since I'm meeting with you folks. So I'm going to click Now and then Save. And now that it's updated, I should be able to launch it and go right into the session. So normally it would tell you at what time the meeting is going to start, and you cannot enter the meeting room until the meeting begins. So the Now gets rid of that. And this is also the invitation link. And if you want to read these things through the first time too, just to make sure that your audio and video are set up properly. One thing I did that I thought was really helpful was before I did my first meeting, I actually launched Skype to make sure that my audio and video are working properly with my webcam. You can then click Enter Meeting Room. And I want everyone to be able to hear me. So I'm going to turn on microphone, and then it's going to ask me if this app can access my microphone. I'm going to say yes. Then it wants you to do this test, which echoes. Then click yes.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
So now it's telling me I am the only one in this meeting, which I already know. If I had invited other folks and it had begun, they could now join with me. Now it's important if you want them to be able to see you, to turn on down here, see where it says Share Camera. And then again, you have to click Allow. And then it will show you. Ooh, okay. And then from there, you can also share your screen. So if you want to be able to do a demonstration with your students, just click on Share Your Screen. And then you can choose your entire screen, the application window, or even just a Chrome tab if that's all you want them to be able to see. I prefer to click your entire screen. That way I can pop around to whatever software I want and they can see exactly what I'm doing. So I click share and it's going to make that little noise. And now it looks kind of funny to me, but they can actually see my entire screen. So if I come over to another software package, I can talk, I can do a demonstration, whatever I need to do for that day's class. I can even open up a PowerPoint. So let me do that. So whatever I open up on my screen, they can now see it. So I can go to my course. And maybe you want to open a particular PowerPoint for a particular class. And you want to run through the whole PowerPoint with them. And you can even, run your movies. So if you're using your slideshow here, you can click on the link. It will come up in YouTube. You can play whatever movie clips you want to play. You could also potentially run a critique like this if you have all of their projects up on YouTube. And so here you go. Maybe instead of Ragtime Romeo, it's each of your students' projects. So just a thought. And then when you're done, you can actually unshare your screen. That way they can't see your screen anymore. And if you don't want them to see you either because you forgot to look at your hair before you did this video, you can actually unshare your camera. And so now all they're going to see is this screen here. Some other fun things. You can turn multi-user mode on or off. If you turn this on, everyone has the ability to scribble on your screen here. So, you can decide what makes the most sense for that. You can also initiate polls over here on the left under actions. So if you want them, maybe you want to ask them how something's going, or if they understand, you could do, you could do a custom poll. That one I think is the best, because then you could say I understand the assignment. I still have a few questions. And then we'll add a third one. I am completely lost. Hopefully this is not the one they choose, but then you can hit create. And then I have no one in the group with me right now, but they can all vote and you'll see the results live. And then you could hit close poll and publish results and it will show on the bottom here, which is kind of nice. You can also upload a presentation, and by that it means a PowerPoint, but I'm not crazy about this because I feel like it's a little bit buggy and slow, and it doesn't let you click on your movie links, which for me is a problem. Maybe for you it isn't, and you like having it in this window though. You can just upload it and you can drag and drop your PowerPoint file right into here, and it will process it and then allow you to hit start and show it. The other thing that I think is very helpful is in the upper left-hand corner. So if you go up to user list toggle, you can see everyone that's here, everyone that's logged in. So maybe your student doesn't have a webcam and their audio isn't working either. You can at least see here that they're in the group. And you could just do a print screen and save the names. You can also, if you don't know how to print screen, you can come over to chat. So, and you could ask the students, hi everyone, please send me a quick message here to let me know you are with us. And then as soon, as they put their message in, you'll see their name with their message, maybe they'll just say here. And then what's cool is you can actually save this whole chat out. So it could be one way of just knowing who's in the group. It's maybe not the most robust way of taking attendance, but it's something. So you can actually save this out. So right up here, if you hit the save button, and it saves it as a text message. So it's a little goofy because it's just a little notepad message, but at least you get a record of what everyone said and who was in the group, and you can save that file. So that's the public chat. What else? I guess when you're done, you can actually just go to end meeting. And I'm going to end the meeting because I'm the only one here. And you can now close this window. And now, when you go back to virtual classroom, when I hit this refresh button, very soon this test meeting should go down to the bottom. But don't be alarmed if you don't see it right away. What we've been finding is it can take, up to 30 minutes even for this to show up. But what's great is once it's down here, you can then, these little buttons, the action buttons over here, you'll have an option to download, and which I think is pretty cool because then you can download the movie and the students can download the movie as well. And you could upload it somewhere else if you want, like YouTube or something like that, if you don't want it to hang around in this meetings. So that's how you set up a meeting. I would say that the best way to really understand it is to do a test meeting with a friend or family member or colleague and invite them to a meeting and just do the meeting with them to kind of figure out how it works and get better at it. So there's my talk on how to set up and run and save and download a virtual classroom meeting.